welcome to Real Reviews. This week we got White Boy Rick.
Oh!
I always think redneck when I say White Boy Rick.
White Boy Rick.
Has nothing to do with that. It's based on a true story.
Yeah.
He was the youngest criminal offender, say for drug trafficking. He was an FBI informant.
Yeah.
A little gangsta.
All this at like the age, what, 14, 15?
Yeah.
So the movie takes place in Detroit. Where else?
Has Detroit ever been nice?
I don't think so.
I'm like, oh, okay, maybe it was nice 30 years ago. This is based in the early 80s. I'm like, clearly it was not.
Yeah. So his father, Matthew McConaughey, is a gun seller.
Yes.
Shows them going to gun conventions, picking up guns, and then just reselling them out to gangs on the streets.
Or whoever,
Yeah.
just for a non-legally.
I guess for a quick buck,
for a quick buck.
And so Rick there, or Rick Jr.
Rick Jr., yes.
Yeah, he goes and sells drugs to a gang, and he gets involved with them. All of a sudden, he's selling drugs. He's hustling. He's big pimping. And then the FBI, they're on top of him. They want him selling. Like it's a very convoluted story, to say the least. And by the time the third act hits, like when it hits the peak, I wasn't confused, but I was like, man, like they don't explain a lot of stuff.
No.
And I was just like, okay, like either this was put together poorly, either it's a bad script, or all of the above. And I think it was all of the above, because all of a sudden it does show like some time jumps a year at a time. But even then, like nothing is explained. So you're like, who are these people he's running with now? Like, what is going on?
I thought there's a part right before the third act. I thought that was the end of the movie.
Yeah.
I thought, oh, okay, this is
credits.
it. All of a sudden, there's another half an hour, 45 minutes, and they don't really explain anything. There's more explanation and more interesting what happens to him before the third act than the last part of the movie. The only thing that was interesting was like, based on a true story, so you see the little what happened to Rick and everybody at the end of the movie. That was more interesting than the last half an hour.
That's the best part of based on true stories. And we love movies based on true stories. I love getting that information at the end, telling you where everybody is and what's happening. And you're right, like the ending when you get to see he was the youngest non-violent criminal in state penitentiary ever for what, Detroit or for Michigan. Yeah. And no parole until 2017. He spent 30 years in jail.
I thought the based on a true story would be a little more exciting, but White Boy Rick was a little bland. I'm only going to give it a 5 out of 10.
5.5. Yeah, for me it was meh all the way through. The trailer was definitely the best part, and the ending.
And the ending, yes. The trailer is much more exciting than this whole movie. Don't forget, go check out our Facebook page and give it a like. Give a like to the review of White Boy Rick. Leave a comment, because we like to hear from you all the time. And don't forget, stay tuned. We're back for
next week.
Yeah, Born to be a Star, or A Star is Born. One of those two.